Our delegates are here at the Citadines Ortigas to do a very special seminar that will equip them for their Miss Universe Philippines journey and beyond. My name is Wayne Avellano, your host for Miss Universe Philippines 2023 All Access. I am here with Miss Cebu Province, Emmanuel. We've had such an insightful morning today. Can you tell the viewers some of the key takeaways that you had learned from women empowerment and Save the Children?
Well, today was especially exciting for me because it was very advocacy centric, and that is one of the areas in which I really always want to challenge myself, is to be more purposeful and to serve my community more as much as I humanly can. And so today the talk with Save the Children was really challenging. It taught us that we can reach out and step out of our comfort zones even more to serve our communities to the best of our ability. And Usapang Pera was incredible too, because finance is not something that's necessarily taught in school, at least not when I went to school, which is ages ago. But so I learned a lot about managing finances, about investment, and about how important it really is to look after your finances and to delay your gratification.
Now, with the things that you've learned, how are you going to use that in order to use them for your advocacies?
Well, so I asked a really pertinent question to me today, which was how you manage your emotions as someone who goes to outreaches, and which all of us girls do and volunteer. And they gave a very insightful answer, which was that you have to take care of yourself, because if you don't have anything else to give, then you're empty. There's no one to be helped. So it's important to, number one, debrief, have that person that you can talk to, possibly a psychologist. If you're working with Save the Children, they really do look after your debriefing, or just look after your own well-being, so that whatever you give, if whatever you give of is full, your cup is full.
You had mentioned you had been working with your advocacies. Have you worked with children before?
Yes, that's actually, since I was young, my parents really demanded that we all serve our communities. And so thanks to my parents, you guys are amazing. I was really raised to interact with children and to help however I can, even if it's in a small way. No way is too small, because if everyone helped in small ways, then that would make big changes. So children's rights are something that's special to me, especially exploited children and abused children. I love to what I've been doing since I was young is I teach music as a form of therapy, and who knows, maybe they could use it in the future as careers or to further their lives.
I am here with Miss Iman Daluyong. And today, Iman, we had a lot of fun learning all things about money and investing. What were some of your key takeaways from this session?
Well, definitely the active and passive income. As a financial advisor myself, what we tackled was also what I present to my clients. So it was really refreshing, and it's nice to know, or it's nice that my fellow sisters from Miss Universe Philippines are getting the idea of how it is to manage and finance.
Going on the topic about having debt, if somebody has debt, what would be your first advice to them?
If someone has debt, kanino ka muna may utang? Siguraduhin mo munang hindi sila papatay on the spot. Charot. But if you have debt, you really have to start budgeting, because if you want to be, again, financially independent or have financial freedom, that is the number one thing that you should be able to eliminate. So it's not gonna be a one-time go that you're gonna pay off your debt all at once. It's gonna be in increments, and it's a slow and steady thing to do.
Well, how about you, in terms of your goals about investing and financing for the future? We'd love to know, what are some of your goals in the future?
So right now, when I dove into being a financial advisor, the next step, I've learned the basics, the fundamentals. The next step is me learning more about stocks, trading, which is what I think Sam is doing as well. So that's what I want to dive in, and I actually already bought lessons online sa Domestica, I think, about all those. So planning to do that naman.
I am here with Miss Paranaque. Miss Paranaque, we had such an insightful day today. How was your day learning in regards to Save the Children and women empowerment?
It was very interactive today, especially with the guest speakers as well as with my sisters. It was more of like just us having a class in college. So it's actually very interesting, and like it's more of a long-term education for us, not just for the pageant itself. It's also what we can apply in our daily lives.
What were your key takeaways this morning?
Well, for me, it was like start simple, because like I don't want to go with a big bang. I want to go from the start so it's stable throughout the pageant, and I can grow a stable foundation for my advocacy as well as my pageant journey, and as well as finance, because we just had a usapang pera, and you know, finance is everything right now for me. Wait, not right now for me, but just a part of it. So yeah, it's like that was the key takeaway. It's always start simple, because you always have to start from the base. You have to solidify the base for you to be able to have a strong foundation.
What are your future goals in terms of finance and money?
Well, first is to have a savings account. Well, I have one, but like right now I'm living off of my savings, and I actually quit my job. So it's really more of I want to have a stable income, a passive income like what I learned today, because you know, I don't want to work. I'm just kidding, but like I want to be able to have a strong finance, not only for myself, but for my family.
I am here with Miss Agusan del Norte. How are you today, Hanari? How was all of the life learning things for you this morning?
It's like I came here with an empty cup. Tapos the lectures really poured in a lot of knowledge. It's more of like expanding my knowledge with Save the Children and also with money, because I have both backgrounds. For Save the Children, I work with an NGO back home which has same vision and mission with it. And then for yung usapang pera, as an accounting graduate, a management accountant pursuant. So yun, parang my cup was really filled.
So in terms of Save the Children, ano yung mga takeaway, key points per se?
So for Save the Children, what I really appreciated about them is that they have like the structure and their system, and I like the idea of having sustainable programs. So it's not just a one-time program. They really strive for results in their communities.
How will you use some of the things that you learned in your own advocacy?
So I am a psoriasis advocate and also a children's rights advocate. So for children's rights, I am really going to partner with Save the Children. Kasi yeah, I talked with them kanina after the seminar. I talked with the advocacy parang in charge of Save the Children, and he said that they are very much open to partnering with local NGOs.
So in terms of money investing naman, I know earlier we talked a lot about money and how to invest. Could you tell us a little bit of your background in terms of investing?
Yeah. So I am an entrepreneur. You know what? I started selling when I was in, I don't know, kinder.
Kinder?
Yes.
Nagbebenta ka?
Yes! Doon sa bahay ng lolo ko, ay nagbebenta ako ng mga cold juices. Tapos nakakatuwa, pinapakyaw lang ng lolo ko. So, suki ko yung lolo ko. And then yeah, when I reached high school, I went into baking, and then until college, I sold baked goods. So after college, I got into the cafe business. So I own a milk tea. With regards to employment, that is my parang first job ko as an entrepreneur.
So what would be a message to the viewers right now in terms of inspiration about starting their own business, or maybe pagbabayad ng utang and stuff like that?
So with regards to starting your own business, I really encourage the youngsters out there, especially those who are online sellers, kasi I started my cafe online. I'd like to tell you guys to never be afraid to take risks, because in my perspective, I started off selling milk tea with only 14,000 pesos as capital, and now I own a physical store and we're almost on our third year, so imagine where that courage took me.
My name is Wayne Avellano, your host for Miss Universe Philippines 2023 All Access.